Hello and welcome or welcome back. This is my second weekly check-in for December. I know it's late. I've been sick and there's a lot going on in my life right now. Also apologize for the sniffles. I can't help it. I'll try to edit out as much as I can, but let's just get into it. We're gonna start with Thursday the 30th, November 30th. So, dining out for $11, not my finest moment. Fuel for $19, which I'm very happy with, and then more dining for $3. I've been having a lot of snacks, y'all. I've been eating, kind of like eating my feelings, eating my stress. It's a lot, y'all. Uh, and then on the 1st, on Friday, YouTube did come out as expected for $23. And then on the 2nd, more snacks for $7. And then on the 3rd, I actually, I'd forgotten to put the deadline for this for my cruise payment. It was due on the 4th, as a matter of fact. I'd forgotten to put this in my calendar, but it was due, so I had to pay the remainder of my cruise. So that was $1,472. And I actually saved a good chunk of money because I used AARP gift cards for this. So $500 was each $500 gift card was $450, and then I could get a $100 gift card for $90. So I saved a little bit of money. The total for this wasn't actually $1,472, it was $1,632. But because I saved some money, that's how much I actually paid. And then on the 4th, I went over budget on household shopping, which is I'm really not pleased about because that means that I've already gone over budget for the whole month in the second week. So, I'm not feeling great about how well I'm staying on budget this month. And then I stuffed $204 towards my phone bill, my annual phone bill. I do have Mint Mobile, so I pay every 12 months. And $100 towards car insurance. Oh, I forgot to take my watch off. Sorry if that's glaring, if that's been glaring. Um, and then on the 5th, more snacks for $3 and more household shopping for $5. It's small things, but kind of necessary things. So I don't know, y'all. It's been a wild ride. This month is going to be wild. It's, yeah, I don't even know what to say. But dining out again on the 6th, $5. And then groceries, I unstuffed $101. So that's why it says plus 101. And then I sent $261 to my Roth IRA, my retirement fund. So that is it for my transactions for the week. It's been, it, life is lifing, as some of my favorite budgeters like to say. I'm so glad that I had this vacation money already set because, again, I did forget to put that in the calendar, but that's okay because I had the money. And let's see what this means for the budget now that I have closed it out. Oh no! And I knocked my pins over. Okay. So, oh, and we gotta keep clown repellent visible. It's important. It's important. I find so much joy in this thing. Okay. So, for the budget, this means, and this says week 2, but this is the final amount for the paycheck. So, full-time paycheck. I budgeted 1,003 and I got 1,072, so that's good. And then for other, I didn't budget anything, and it stayed the same 381 through this paycheck, no rollover. And from savings, didn't budget anything, 249 as of week 1, and then as of week 2 we got up to 1721 because again I did pay for that vacation, pay for that cruise. So that is a total of $3,174 for this paycheck for inflow, which is, significantly more than the $1,003 that I budgeted. But again, this is, I may not have budgeted taking this money from savings right now, but it was planned to be spent this month. So it's really okay. And then for investments, I sent $553 to my Roth IRA, which is, of course, significantly more than the $201 that I budgeted for. So that leaves me with $2,621. And then for monthly bills, both bills that were going to come out, that I planned on coming out this paycheck, did come out. So that's $23 for YouTube and $21 for renter's insurance. So that is a-okay. Total of $44 for my monthly bills, leaves me with $2,577. And then for variable expenses, and if you don't know, these are the expenses where I either spend the money or I don't, but nothing gets rolled over to the next week or the next paycheck. Dining out was $46, which of course is more than I budgeted for because I only budgeted $30. I'm not too happy about that. But then groceries, I spent $9 because my partner covered the rest. Budgeted $220, so that's great. And then fuel and parking, I budgeted $40, only spent $19. So that brings my total for variable expenses to $74, as opposed to the $290 that I budgeted for. So, that's great. And then that leaves me with $2,503. And then for revolving funds and these, I consider this money spent once it is in these envelopes, and the number goes up if I go over budget naturally. So health was $60 as budgeted. Household shopping was $70 instead of the $60 that I budgeted. Birthdays got $20, clothing got $40, shoes got $40, pet food got $40, transit and tolls got $100, all as budgeted. Personal got $20, and miscellaneous got $20 as budgeted. So I did go $10 over budget in my revolving funds, but that's, not the end of the world. I'm not happy about it, but it's not terrible. Just $10 over at $410, and that leaves me with $2,093. And then here comes the fun part, the part that makes me happy to go over budget in. For goal funds, for phone, I budgeted $56, but I saved a total of $260. For car insurance, I budgeted $12, and I actually saved $112. So that brings my total savings for goal funds to $372, as opposed to the $68 I budgeted for, and that leaves me with $1,721, which all went to goal funds spent. So that was $249 for Christmas and $1,472 for vacation. So that is a total of $1,721, and that brings me to a zero-based budget. So for the record, in case you didn't know, how I get to zero is actually, I add up all of the rest of this minus the investments. I add all of this up, and then whatever's actually left goes to my Roth IRA. So everything that's left after doing all my transactions at the end of the paycheck, all of that goes to Roth IRA, and then I do the math. Because I want every dollar to have a plan, to have a place to go, to have a home. And currently my Roth IRA is my highest priority because I really want to max it out for this tax year. I want to max it out for every tax year, but this tax year, I just started in October, so there's a bit of a time crunch. So I felt like it was really important for me to send like every last dollar that I have to my Roth IRA if it's not spent elsewhere. So, because I kind of budget for, uh, I budget very conservatively. So I budget for the worst paycheck I've ever had at my job, which is the 1,003. That's where that amount of money comes from. Because I budget that, even though I do go over budget pretty much every time, it's always like within the amount of the paycheck. So I'm going over budget, but I'm not actually spending more than I'm making, if that makes sense. So I'm still making progress. Um, I'm still making more progress than I actually planned for my goals. And that is because I'm not super strict. Like I don't know exactly where that like wiggle room money is gonna go. I don't know because there's always something that comes up. Like there's something that's gonna break in my apartment. There's something that I'm gonna lose, or the kids are gonna lose, or the kids are gonna like write on with crayon or something crazy. You never know what's gonna happen. So I don't know which category is gonna get this last little bit between what my paycheck is and what I budget it for, but I do like having that wiggle room so I can kind of adjust as the month goes on. So anyway, that is it. That is all. That is how this paycheck went. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Let me know how your December's going. Have you done all your Christmas shopping? How's your Christmas budget going? How's your savings going? Let me know. And don't forget, you deserve financial stability, and I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.